today I'm in front of you speaking about this wonderful topic, which is very close to me, and even I'm a person of implementation of whatever Patriji says, and this topic is about the thought power, and the name or the topic says it all, right, friends? I mean, like how much power our thought carries. I'll take a bit by bit. I'll say, like, first of all, like, can you imagine, friends, like in a day we have 60 to 90,000 thoughts per day. Like, how many thoughts we are thinking? Each day we are thinking 60 to 90,000 thoughts. And if we ask us to write it down, few thoughts or thoughts which we have, we cannot even write even 10 or 15 or 20. Maximum we can write 20. The rest of the thoughts are going waste, like, and we all know that each thought is an energy. The more we think, the more we get tired. The less we think, the active we are. So what is about this thought power? Like how we will attain this thought power? And the whole creation, for example, the whole creation is a thought. For example, friends, like in my case or in anybody's case, we came to this earth planet with a thought. You decided for yourself that at this period of time you have to go. You prepared yourself at this period of time you have to go to the earth planet, and to this particular parents, to have these siblings, and to have this country, and to have this neighborhood. You have planned everything. How did it all happen? It just all happened with a thought, with a single thought of your decision of coming to this planet earth. And some people might think that, oh, it is not possible. How can we decide? How can we have this like choice of coming? I think there is somebody out there, there is a God out there who is playing all these games, or who is asking us to come to this planet earth. I'll tell you one more example. Suppose I'm here in Germany and I want to go to India. This is my thought. See, this is my thought. I want to go to India. So what do? Like, I prepare everything, right? How many days I have to go, like whom all I have to meet. Everything we decide, isn't it? So whatever you think, that is what manifests. Whatever you think, that is what you become. So suppose you think that you are a grand person, or you are a happy person. That the moment you get up in the morning, you say to yourself, again saying to yourself inside, why we always say that we have to say to ourselves. What is it saying it to ourselves means? That means in a thought, we release a thought that come what may, today I am going to be happy. I am happy. When you say that, the whole day is full of happiness, because that is what you have manifested. That is what the power of thought you have. Suppose if you have these 90,000 thoughts in a day, and there is so much of traffic jam in your head, and you don't know how to direct that thought. You want to be happy, but you feel so much drained in the day. Because if some situation comes in front of you, you get panicked. But we have to raise our vibration. How do we raise our vibration? Each time we have a thought which is not required for us, or which is not bringing any good to us or anybody around us, we have to say cancel it. Because the choice is in our hands. It is not there in somebody else's hands. Nobody can do anything except we can do anything on ourselves. It is our choice to be happy, or it is our choice not to be happy. Suppose, like the moment you get up in the morning, you feel fresh, and you say to yourself that the day is beautiful. It's again a thought. The whole day will be beautiful. Whomever you meet, they all bring good to you, because all your thoughts are very positive. The next day you get up, you have a headache, and you have this irritated mind, like there is so much running in your mind. The whole day will be irritated, isn't it? It's all in the thoughts. Whatever you think here, that is what is created. That is what is manifested out there. So always remember that, friends. Always have a strong intent. Always have a strong intent of, like whatever you want to do it. Have a strong intent. Never think negative about yourself. Never invite fear into your life. These are the thoughts which are draining us. These are the thoughts which is not making realize of who we are, who we truly are. So this thought power, we have to use it wisely. Thoughts, what do you say, the power, suppose energy, the thought energy, like you have a knife with you, right? You can cut either vegetables or you can cut the throat of a person. So the same thing, you can, with your thoughts, you can make miracles, or the way you think, you can destroy everything. So think wisely. Whatever you think wisely, and don't destroy your life. And always, always create miracles in your life. And for example, I'll tell you, because I'm telling the concepts of Patri sir, because I've heard him saying in many of his talks, and he says about this thing. Like, suppose if you want to, if you have heard a music. In my case, I've heard my friend, when I was in Egypt, my friend was playing a Native American flute. I heard that music, said, wow, this is really beautiful. A thought came to me that, wish I want to play. I want to play the Native American flute. The thought, I have sown that thought that I want to play the Native American flute because I like that music. I liked the way it made me feel. So there was a desire in me that I want to learn that music. So you have to have that energy to continue that dream, that thought, to manifest it. Till you have to practice more and more, so that you become a perfect master of that Native American flute. If you say, no, I cannot, after some time you say that I cannot do it, you will never do it, because again, it's in the thought. The more you think positive about yourself, the more it will manifest. The more you think that you cannot do it, you will never do it. So that day I decided, I bought a flute, Native American flute. I started doing sadhana. I started practicing. The more I practice, the more I'm enjoying, because I'm getting closer to what I've heard. So anything in life, for example, if you want to, if you have a desire of learning cricket, you have seen match, and you want to play cricket, and you want to know everything about cricket. What do you do first? You release a thought, I want to find a person who will teach me the cricket. So you will find all the clubs, like where are the places I can go to learn about this game. So you go there and you find a master there, and you do practice till you make perfect, till you bat well or you bowl well. So, like it's all released in the thought. Like it's not something somebody will put us into that. Somebody will pour us this thing. No, it's us who will decide that in a beautiful manner how you have to take your life, or how not beautiful you want to take your life. It's all in our hands. It's not in somebody else's hand. The moment you think, the moment you speak, because they're all interconnected. You think, you speak, and you act. They're all interconnected, friends. That's why when you think something, immediately you have to implement. You have to inquire about it. You have to implement it. You have to act. You have to inquire. Where is that? Who is that person who will teach me cricket? Or who is that person who will teach me meditation? Or where is that I can learn about more books? You have to inquire. Because the thought came into your mind that, oh, there is somebody who said that read spiritual books. What is it, reading spiritual books? I have known all my life about different books, but never I came across the spiritual books. But somebody have said something about spiritual books. Just read spiritual books. This thought came into your head that, okay, like what are spiritual books? Now you inquire, like you ask somebody, hey, can you please tell me, what are these spiritual books? I have no clue about this. You inquire about it. And then you act. Then somebody will suggest, hey, I have read this book. You take that book and you start reading. Everything is in the thought. The moment you think, that will manifest. That will come to you. If you think about a book, the book will manifest in front of you. If you think disaster in your life, that is what manifests in your life. So always think wisely, friends. Always think you have to have a clarity in your thoughts. If you don't have a clarity, like you will invite only disasters into your life. Suppose if there are so much of traffic jam, I was telling like 60 to 90,000 thoughts we have in a day. 60 to 90,000 thoughts. There is so much of traffic jam, isn't it? We have to calm ourselves down so that we direct our thoughts in a right manner, so that the destination will be very faster. So before coming into meditation, my mind was cluster of thoughts, it was like I was not having a proper direction. If I see something, I just think about it a lot. If I if I hear something, I think about it a lot. So I accumulated thoughts. Now after practicing meditation made me realize what to drop, when to drop. So it is very important how we take the thoughts and how we direct our thoughts. So this is very important, friends. And I would like also say about Patri sir. Everything, as Patri sir says, everything arises in the mind. All the master says everything arises in the mind. So 40 years back, Patri sir heard about meditation from his friend. He said his friend came up and he said, "Hey, did you practice meditation?" That is when he started inquiring about meditation. That is when, because the thought had came into him that I want to know more about meditation. He went to places and places to know about meditation. And then he did experimented. He practiced more and more. And then now you see he has become a grand master because he didn't drop. If he would have dropped that time, thinking that it is very difficult or it is impossible for me to make my mind empty, then it wouldn't have possible. We wouldn't have come in front of each other, isn't it? So everything is in the thought. Now Patri sir's thought of meditating, had created this PSSM. And then afterwards, the thought of pyramids, he had come across this book, The Secret Search of Pyramids, and he read that book. After reading that book, that curiosity came in him that he wants to experiment. Then he asked his carpenter to build a pyramid for him, and he did experiment. So everything comes from the thought. Now you can see the biggest pyramids. There are a couple of pyramids in India. There are so huge, wherein we can all sit and meditate. Right? Everything is in the thought. If Sir wouldn't have thought that time, we wouldn't have witnessed the pyramids, or we wouldn't have experienced the pyramid energy, or we wouldn't have known about Anapanasati meditation this simpler manner. So everything is in the thought. If Sir can do it, we can all do it. But we have to know how to use our thoughts, how to direct our thoughts. Sir says there are 4 types of thinking. There are 4 types of thinking. The first one is the disastrous thinking. The second one is the negative thinking. The third one is the positive thinking. And the fourth one is the miraculous thinking. What is disastrous thinking? The word itself says it all, right? Disastrous thinking. For example, if you have got a new car, you want to take that car out, but in your mind you are so scared. Oh my God, I will some accident will happen to me. You say to yourself like that the thoughts are running in your head, because the thoughts becomes pictures, and that is what releases to the universe. Because each thought we are putting it out, we are sending it to the universe so that it will manifest, because the universe thinks that is what you wanted to experience, right? So you take the car out and surely you will meet an accident. This is bound to happen, because there is nobody who made this game to make you meet with this accident. There is no one who did that. It is your thoughts. It is your thoughts that made you experience this accident. For example, I'll tell my own example, which happened a couple of weeks back. Here in Germany, we go with our bicycles. We take our bicycles and we go. That day the weather was perfect, and me, my husband Ram, and there was a friend who came, and we 3 decided to take a bike tour, a cycle tour. And when I got onto my bicycle, usually I love my bicycle. I go for long rides. But that particular day, something had come into my head that I will meet. Something is going to happen. Something wrong is going to happen. You don't believe that manifested very quickly. After 15-20 minutes, I met with an accident. it was a small accident, but however it didn't, then I realized, my goodness, how much power the thoughts have. And especially these period of times wherein there is so much of energy, there is the moment you think, that is what manifesting. So we have to be very wise. That time I know about this thought power, but I become more conscious about how to think and what to think. Even if I have this single thought, I should say, oh, cancel, I'm sorry, cancel. But we should not prolong. Oh, maybe I will meet more accident is happening. But just that thought, when it arised, friends, see what made me on that day. I just scratched my knees. My knees are like they were poor knees. But it's fine. It's an experience, or it is confirming me again and again, that to make me realize the thoughts, how powerful our thoughts are. Right now the second thinking, which is the negative thinking. The negative thinking is, suppose you take a car and you say that, oh, okay, I don't know how to drive. You are scared, you're scared, and you take the car out, and accident will not happen, but you're very scared, and you want to reach your destination at that time. You will not be able to reach that time because you are scared. So suppose you, from here, if you want to go to some other place in half an hour, you will take lot of time, because there is so much of fear in you to to move forward. So that's a negative thinking about yourself, that you cannot do it. Disastrous thing is another level, but negative thinking is saying to yourself that you cannot do it. But the third thinking is positive thinking. Now the positive thinking is saying to yourself that, okay, I got the car, and from here I'll go to that place, so in 30 minutes. So you'll go there in 30 minutes. So that is positive thinking. Now the miraculous thinking. See, miraculous thinking is higher than the positive thinking. You say to yourself, nothing is going to happen, I'm super good and I know perfect driving, and you say to yourself, you're very well confident. You go there very confidently. You reached your destination much earlier, and also you come back with the same grace that you carry. So that is miraculous thinking. So see the difference between the disastrous thinking and the miraculous thinking. The moment we shift the way we think, everything changes. So it is all in here. Who has the control? We have the control, right? We have the key with ourselves. The key is not somebody else. The God is not having the key to our life. He gave the key when we are born. He just sent us the key with us. Hey, you decide your life. This is your life. I am giving you an opportunity. Just enjoy your life. Create wonders. He sent us here. But what we will do? We just care. We think we put everything on somebody else. We don't take control. Now is the time, friends. Now is the time that we take control of our lives. How do we take control of our lives? By changing our mind. When you change your mind, you will change your life. Changing your mind is changing your thoughts. You have to make your mind very beautiful. See, mind is not negative. Mind is not, all the troubles. Mind is a beautiful tool wherein you can have wonderful thoughts, miraculous thoughts. Who says nothing can happen? Who have thought that one can go to a moon from here, earth to moon here, from here to there? Who have thought? But there are scientists. They went there. They did prove us that it is possible. There is nothing impossible. Everything is possible, because the thought came into that person that he has to go to the moon. And he had inquired everything about it. He researched about all these things, and he made it possible. So everything is in the mind, everything is in the thoughts. The moment you shift your thoughts, the happier your life will be. There will be situations, there will be troublesome situations, there will be challenging situations, but that are coming only to make you experience. See how I told you that from above, when we are coming to below, like to this earth plane, we have planned everything, isn't it? We have planned our family, we have planned our friends, we have planned our circumstances. In my case, I have planned my miscarriage before coming to this earth plane. That I have decided that in this particular year that I have to undergo the miscarriage. I did underwent the miscarriage. That gave a U-turn in my life so that I can come into the path of meditation and I can work on my mind. But if had I not known about meditation, I would have been a disastrous person. I would have been having all the disastrous thoughts. So always, always, if a situation happening in front of us, for us, so we have to know why is it coming to us. We should not think negative about it. We should not feel panic about it. Again, you are creating each and every moment. The moment you think that, oh, this is so difficult, I cannot do this. How can I overcome this situation? That is what happens. Because you are thinking that. When you think that, you can do it. Maybe there is something that it is teaching me. See, the way you have shifted your thoughts. You have shifted your thoughts in a beautiful manner. Then rejecting that situation, you are just inviting that situation for you to give a scope of learning from that situation. When you do that, you will learn from that situation. There is a lesson in everything. So that problem will not come again to you. That situation will not come again to you because you learned your lesson. So the same thing, like with the mind. Mind is a very beautiful tool. What you put in there matters a lot. What you put in your stomach matters a lot. What you eat is what you become. What you think is what you become. What you speak is what you become. These are not just words. These are not just words, friends. These are the truths. These are the facts. So each thought you have, make sure that it has to be miraculous or at least positive. Because the control is in our hands. I'll tell you about the miraculous experience which we had experienced in Egypt when we were living in Egypt. So the thought came to us that we have to have a spiritual event. So a thought came to us and we said we invite international masters over there for it. It will be a 2 days retreat. So we released a thought and then we inquired about it. We asked masters and they were readily agreed, and we have Patrici and we have few other masters from different parts of the world. We have Sam from Bosnia, and there are some masters who came, and after they came, we were expecting 100 people, 100 or 120 people coming for that session. So we released this thought. And then later what happened, when the event was very closer, we were having only 10 or 15 confirmations. Then we remembered Patricia saying that if one person comes for the meditation, that's it. Maybe that whole event is for that person. So we always remember Patricia's teaching. So we implement that. So there was no negative thoughts. Whatever happens, if 1 person comes, 10% comes, or 100% comes, we will do the event because we have decided that it has to manifest. This event has to manifest. So the day after the event started and everything went very well, and the second day had arrived. It went very well, and when we counted friends, there were exactly 120 people. Exactly 120 people who came for that session. Because the thought had been released. May it might take some time. May it will take a little time to manifest, but it will surely manifest because you did not doubt yourself. You did not doubt yourself that, oh my God, what will happen? How will I do it? What others will think. Again, that's why these great masters' teachings are always there for us to remind us. Never look back. Don't go back. Once you have decided, once you have desired to do something, move forward. Come what may, whatever hurdles you have decided, then go for it. If I have decided to learn flute, then come what may, I have to learn flute because that is my thought and I have to manifest it. If you don't manifest it, if you say it's okay, like, then everything in your life, you don't have a power, you will not recognize your power. It becomes dormant, it stays somewhere out there, like, you have to realize that you have the power within you to create anything in your life. You are your own creator. So start creating miracles in your life by thinking miracles, thinking, manifesting, picturizing everything in a miraculous way. So if you don't do it, nobody in the world can do it. You have to take a charge for your own life. So that event again proved us that the intentions, the thoughts are very, very important. Never doubting ourselves, just moving forward, just moving forward. Anything happens, just move forward. Any problem comes, it will be cleared. So that trust have in yourself, friends. So this is what one example, which is of a miraculous thinking we had in that time, and we still have that. We still carry the same thinking. We never doubt anything, and friends. As I told you, I wanted to see everybody happy. I think all the pyramid masters' desire is to see everybody happy and healthy. All the time, I'm telling you, not only with me, all the ones who are doing this service, it's running in their minds that what else I have to do. Now, how did this JTTP had come? It's because of the thought of that person. One person had thought, hey, I have experienced this JTTP in India. Somebody have done it. So why not we do it here? Why not we do it for the USA team? And you take up a charge. And see, you all have come. It's just because one person or few people have collectively thought that it has to manifest, and see how beautifully it is manifesting. So it's all with the thoughts. It's all about the miraculous thoughts. All the masters, all the ones who are in the service, they are just thinking all the time, what else I have to do? What else I have to contribute? What else I can do to bring the joy in people's life? Because we all are experiencing that joy. We all are experiencing the beauty of meditation. So by calming our minds, so we want everybody, all the time these thoughts are running in our heads. The moment we sit in meditation, these thoughts comes, okay, next event will be like this, and we will implement. We all will implement without having any doubts. Even if the number of the people come are less, but still we will move forward, because it is our thought. Each time, slowly, when we listen to our thoughts, and when we direct our thoughts in this manner, the grander things will happen. Start with the simple things. When you have a thought, immediately do it. If you want to eat something, just don't wait there and just stay there and thinking that the food will come to you. When you think something here, just go act. Go into the kitchen, prepare for yourself and eat it. Immediately act. Take an action. Whatever you think, take an action. When you do it like this, you will, as I'm telling you, you will experience miracles. You will experience the miraculous things coming in front of your life. So this is all the master's personal experiences. I have known all the master's experiences. I've heard them. So like each time when we hear somebody's experience, again a thought arises in us. If they can change, if one had become a Jesus, if one had become a Buddha, if one had become Patriji, we can also become like them. It's all in the thought, right? You have thought to yourself that I want to become like them. Then you start to work on that way. You start to work on that journey. You take up that journey. So if you won't decide, if you just stay there, you're just not acting anything. You're not working on your life. Always think what else you have to do for yourself. Always think miraculously. Suppose if you're going through a situation, think miraculously that I will pass over it. All these wonderful masters, for example, Louis L. Hay, why he speaks about affirmations. The more we affirm in our mind or through our words or through writing, that much power we are giving it to it. Because each time we are occupied with that thought. Suppose If you were, for in my case, I was not having a beautiful smile, previously. I was thinking I'm not beautiful, I'm not photogenic. But then what I see how I was thinking about myself, but the moment I shifted my way of thinking, I am beautiful, I will work on it. When I started working on it, everything changed. I started looking beautiful because the way have changed. So all these, affirm to yourself, affirm in your mind, release these thoughts that you can create anything. Whichever you desire, you can create, but only you have to think. If you don't think, it will not happen just like that. You have to think. So that is what is the power of thought. That we have that power, like to see the beauty of thoughts. If you don't see the beauty of thoughts, and if you just let it go, and if you waste your thoughts in thinking different disastrous things, that is what will happen. So this is one thing I wanted to share, friends. And also I see many people, and also in my case, I had the similar experiences that, like I have shown something negative, and how can I expect that something positive will happen in my life? Right? It will not happen, because what you sow is what you will get. If you sow a seed of apple, and how can you expect that mangoes will come into your life, or mangoes will come into that tree? It doesn't, right? So the same thing, the similar thing, like you have to have the always the same thoughts, so the same actions will come out. So always have these positive thoughts and the miraculous thoughts, so that you invite these positive things and positive miracles into your life. Yeah. And the last thing I would like to say here is, friends, that we are our own savior. There is nobody in this world who can save us. We are our own savior. So we have to save ourselves. How do we save ourselves? It's just by changing our thoughts. Decide for yourself. Say to yourself that I can do it. Anything in your life, you can do it. There is nothing that you cannot do it. If somebody had gone to the moon, by showing us an example, we can do many things like that. Yes. So this is about thought power, friends, and this is what I wanted to share. And I hope I have shared enough. And it's very important topic, and I just take the examples of my life and I've shared. And thank you so much for listening.